I was watching this Hyderabadi comedy clip recently. Gullu Dada is invited as a chief guest to a school function on August 15th, and he is lecturing the children about patriotism. He says his family was this close to being legendary freedom fighters. His grandfather walked out of his house with a sword to fight the British. Wow, what a hero. But then he stopped at a shop to get the sword sharpened. And by the time he finished sharpening it, India had already become independent.
मेरा ताल्लुक भी एक फ्रीडम फाइटर खानदान से होते होते रह गया। हमारे दादा तलवार लेके निकल गए थे अपने घर से अंग्रेजों को मारने, मगर अफसोस रास्ते में तलवार तेज कराने में देर हो गई जब तक देश आजाद हो गया।
While watching it, for some strange reason, RSS came to my mind.
Toba.
Because imagine, India was fighting the British, Mahatma Gandhi, Jawaharlal Nehru, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, Bhagat Singh, Sukhdev, Rajguru, Netaji Subhas Chandra Bose, Chandrasekhar Azad, Ram Prasad Bismil, Ashfaqullah Khan, Rajendra Prasad, Sarojini Naidu, Aruna Asif Ali, Annie Besant, Maulana Abul Kalam Azad, Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan, Alluri Sitarama Raju, Birsa Munda, Tirupur Kumaran, Rani Lakshmi Bai, and millions of nameless Indians were going to prison, getting beaten, getting shot, dying, and somewhere there was one organization saying, 1 minute guys, we are sharpening our blades. Shame. In 1930, when Mahatma Gandhi marched to Dandi and millions faced British barons on the streets, the Sangh wasn't participating as an organization. Maybe the blade wasn't sharp enough yet. Shame. In 1942, the Quit India movement shook the entire subcontinent. Gandhi says, do or die, and India explodes. Students come out, workers come out, farmers come out, ordinary people come out, railway lines are disrupted, government offices are attacked. British symbols are targeted, people are arrested, people are beaten, people are killed. Colonial jails were overflowing. The British Raj was trembling. And what was the British Home Department writing in its internal memos about the RSS? Not, oh my God, they are attacking us. No. They literally noted with relief. The Sangh has scrupulously kept itself within the law. The British Empire was terrified of unarmed poets, students, and farmers. But when they looked at the RSS, they took a deep breath and said, relax, they are harmless. They are not causing trouble. Imagine being the British officer. Your boss calls you, officer, report what's happening. You say, sir, Congress workers are protesting. Arrest them. Students are demonstrating. Arrest them. Farmers are refusing to cooperate. Arrest them. People are attacking government property. Send reinforcements. And the RSS? What are they doing? Sir, exercise.
भारत माता की जय।
हर हर
हिंदुओं का हिंदुस्तान।
भारत माता की जय।
हिंदुओं का हिंदुस्तान।
Left, right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left. An entire empire is looting the subcontinent, starving Bengal, hanging 23-year-old revolutionaries in the middle of the night. And these guys were practicing the jumping jacks. Colonial police logs from that era read like a comedy sketch. Officer, we found a suspicious group. Are they attacking the British? No, sir. Are they protesting? No, sir. Then what are they doing? PT, sir. Excellent. Should we arrest them? No. Let them finish their stretches. And then August 15, 1947. The clock strikes midnight. The British pack the bags, board the ships, and finally leave. And suddenly, okay guys, PT is over. The British have left. Now who wants the Desh Bhakti certificate? Bharat Mata Ki Jai. Vande Mataram. Namaste Sada Vatsale Matra Bhumi Tuya Hind Bhumi Sukham Vartitoham Mahamangale Punya Bhume Tudharte Vadhatve Shakayo Namaste Namaste. Suddenly, the Shakha soundtrack gets a full orchestra. गर्व से कहो हम राष्ट्रवादी हैं, अखंड भारत अमर रहे, देश के गद्दारों को मारो सालों को, हिंदुस्तान में रहना होगा तो वंदे मातरम कहना होगा, हर घर तिरंगा, देशभक्ति का सबूत दो, पाकिस्तान चले जाओ, एंटी नेशनल अर्बन नक्सल देशद्रोही गद्दार. The British ships had crossed the horizon into the Arabian Sea, and suddenly the decibel level in the park hit 120. For 22 long years, absolute pin drop silence. No Angrezon Bharat Chodo, no Inqilab Zindabad, no do or die, no Simon go back. But the moment the colonizers cleared customs, the loudest patriots in human history were born. Suddenly, everybody has a Desh Bhakti certificate. Everybody has a definition of nationalism. And most importantly, everybody has a list of who is not nationalist. You don't have to fight corruption. Just call the person exposing it anti-national. You don't have to answer criticism. Just shout, Pakistan, chale jao. Desh Bhakti complete. Patriotism stopped meaning I love my country and started meaning prove that you love my country exactly the way I do. 100% pure organic Rashtravad with added artificial flavors of WhatsApp history. Suddenly, Bhagat Singh didn't read Marx and Lenin. No. Bhagat Singh was a proud nationalist who believed exactly what I believe today. Ashfaqullah Khan and Ram Prasad Bismil, two men from different religious backgrounds, didn't walk to the gallows hand in hand, reciting Urdu and Hindi poetry together in the face of the colonial hangman. No. Because it tells you something very inconvenient. India's freedom struggle was never one color. It wasn't one religion, one organization, one ideology, one language, one uniform. It was a gigantic, chaotic, beautiful coalition of Indians who disagreed about almost everything except one thing. The British had to go. But that is not very useful for modern political marketing, is it? Because if you tell people, Hindus, Muslims, Sikhs, Christians, atheists, socialists, liberals, revolutionaries, conservatives, students, workers, and peasants all contributed to independence, how will you sell today's hatred? And the British didn't leave because the freedom movement had shaken the foundations of colonial rule. No. The Viceroy looked out of his palace window, saw 40 guys doing hamstring stretches in a park in Nagpur, and shouted, "Good heavens, their flexibility is magnificent. Pack the bags, Lord Mountbatten, we don't stand a chance." They missed the real freedom struggle in the real world, so they simply built a fictional. Shame. The actual freedom fighters are certainly audited for flaws. And the guy who was sitting at the sharpness shop for 22 straight years is retroactively crowned the Commander-in-Chief of 1947. Shame. Today we are constantly told who is more nationalist, who loves India more, who says Bharat Mata Ki Jai louder, who wears this saffron scarf, who shouts Vande Mataram, who is anti-national, who is nationalist. But here's the uncomfortable question. When India was actually under foreign rule, what did you do? Yes, you, the digital Nathuram. For over 5 decades after independence, you refused to even hoist the Indian Tricolour at your headquarters. You wrote editorials calling the national flag inauspicious. You wanted the saffron flag instead. Why? Because for you, 3 was an evil number. Really? You literally published editorials arguing that a flag with 3 colors would produce a bad psychological effect and be injurious to the country. Imagine that. A flag carrying saffron for courage, white for truth and peace, green for prosperity, and the Ashoka Chakra for eternal righteousness. And your grand ideological objection was, it's too inclusive. Make it all saffron or we won't play. And today, the people who boycotted the flag for 52 years are now selling it back to the citizens whose families fought and died under it. हर घर तिरंगा,
हर घर तिरंगा, घर घर तिरंगा, हर मन तिरंगा। भारत माता की जय। हर घर तिरंगा है, हर मन तिरंगा है।
You don't get to ignore the flag for decades and then suddenly become its brand ambassador. At least Gullu Dada is a comedian. He knows he's telling a joke. The audience knows it's a joke. We all laugh and we go home. But the tragedy of 2026 is that the people telling the exact same joke are no longer standing on a comedy stage. They are standing on the stages of power. And they don't want you to laugh. They want you to stand up, salute, repeat the slogan, and pretend that the man who arrived after the war was over was the greatest warrior in the room. The blade that was too blunt to face the British Raj is suddenly razor sharp for its own citizens. For 22 years, you didn't have the spine to tell a British Governor General to pack his bags. And today, you look at the sons and daughters of the people who kicked the British out and you dare to scream, prove your loyalty or get out of our country. Shame! You swallowed your tongue in front of the crown. And now you expect 1.4 billion free Indians to swallow theirs in front of you. Shame! We are not the children of Godse. We are the children of Gandhi. Godse's covered his hiding behind a concealed Italian trigger. Gandhi is an unbreakable spine standing bare-chested in front of an empire. Godse is the bitter rage of a man who couldn't face a single colonial officer, so he waited for freedom, walked into a prayer ground and fired 3 bullets in an unarmed 78-year-old pup. You inherited the paranoia of the assassin. We inherited the fearless defiance of the martyrs. You inherited the art of writing apology letters to magistrates. We inherited the legacy of Bhagat Singh smiling at the gallows. We are not Godse. We will never be Godse. We are Gandhi. We are Bhagat Singh. We are Azad. We are Ambedkar. We are Republic. And no man with a blunt sword from a sharpness shop is ever going to take our freedom away.